let's bring it right on into connections.
All right, guys, you know what time it is. It's time to put that conjunction in your sentence so we can make it connect and make sense. Let's do it. Not my book, man. You note poaching?
No.
I feel like you're note poaching. All right, guys, it's time for connections. You know what that means? I'm finna bring out some things that you never thought you would be able to, I don't know, make sense in movies. I know I went a little bit overboard last week, and just so you guys know, I still don't know what the hell I was talking about. It's cryptic. It's a riddle wrapped inside of an enigma wrapped inside of a Rubik's Cube that had baby with a kaleidoscope. And say that one time fast. I am back. All right. Would you believe there was connection?
Even I might be stretching.
Now I got to go back and read see. Damn you, man. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and say the first connection I saw in this. What film did we just cover, David?
Before Lean on Me?
Yes.
Coming to America.
Right. Would you believe there is a connection between Lean on Me and Coming to America?
Coming to America or Coming to America 2?
Both. Let's just stick to the original.
No, not the original.
Oh, yeah, there's one. Randy Watson.
How?
It's a Randy Watsonism. Right before he drops the mic, what does he do? He does this. And right now, I know you may not know what I'm talking about. Right when Joe comes up, when Joe goes off the stage, he's like, he almost looks like he wants to drop the mic, but he doesn't do it. He was like, he gave one of out of the million speeches he gave in the movie, he was like, I was like, there it is, boom, Coming to America. There we go, guys. All right, see, that's what I do. I'm popping hot. I like it. Keeps me on my toes. But clearly, I mean, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to understand this. Joe Clark, played by Morgan Freeman, spent the entire movie trying to keep these kids out of prison. And forget, see, Joe didn't been to prison before, but this is my point. That was jail. He really took a turn for the worse. That's my theory. What we're talking about. He really took a turn for the worse later, and that's how he wound up in a little film I like to call Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
Yeah, he went deep, man. He went dark. The system wasn't changing fast enough for Joe. He had to make some changes. You know, because remember now, they say Morgan Freeman is the timeless one. He never gets old. So remember, Dufresne asked him something about what they never say what he do. All he says, I was young, I was stupid, I wish I could talk to myself. And he was leaving. It would drive you crazy, man. All right,
I could buy that.
All right, well listen.
Definitely similar characters.
Definitely. Well, yeah, but one, yeah, that was, yeah, man. So, just like last week, and I'm still the only human man with the brain in America that pointed out that we had two vampires in one scene and Coming to America. However, in this one, I like to see that you know that we did have someone in Batman, which is Morgan Freeman, and he also was in the movie with someone, if you say his name 3 times fast in the mirror, the Candyman. So we got Batman and Candyman?
Who is fucking with that security guard?
No one.
Yeah.
No one. No one at all.
Sick 'em with the bees.
Yes, and I would state this. Oh, yes. Would you believe? Oh, but I'm going to take you one step further, and this is why Mr. Royal does his connections. I'll take a sip of beer on this. Let me not, because I'm going to say too much and forget what that's how that happened last time. I got too excited. That's what happened. You're on Inception. You can't go that deep. I went too deep, and I couldn't come back out. All right, heard me say it, Royal. All right, so, yes. So, it went deeper than that. Okay, check this out. Dark Knight connection versus Dark Knight and Lean on Me connection. Clearly, I know you're gonna say, "Well, Morgan Freeman's in both films." Yeah, Royal, you're sucking. You need to switch it up. Oh no, bitches. Listen, Mr. Royal knows what he's doing. Let me blow your mind. With that being said, there's a. I think I just saw you try to peek him up.
No,
okay.
You're so suspicious.
I am. I should be. So with that being said, there's a scene in Lean on Me where Morgan Freeman character is talking to Sam's on the roof, and Sam's is doing that. He's crazy. He's talking. See, this Joe has something about it. Joe want eye contact. It's some little sexual shit. So while he's talking to Sam holds his head down for just a second. He was like, "Look at me," and I was like, "Oh shit." He sounds like Heath Ledger on Dark Knight, but he went, "Look at me, look at me, look at me." Yeah. So yeah, there we go. And plus, Morgan Freeman was in the movie. There we go. Bring it back around. Last one for me was It may be a stretch, but for me, it was that opening scene, and we'll talk about it later. In the opening scene, there is so much chaos going on in there. I mean, like we talk about with Quentin Tarantino films, how he has long narrative scenes. There were so many long action drawn out like scenes going on in this. And with that being said, at one point, the only film that it reminded me of, you remember the first Kingsman movie, and he's in that church, and all the.
Never saw it. It's a borderline superhero.
No, man.
Uh-huh.
Are you souling me right now?
No.
You are souling me. A Time to Kill. You're souling me right now. I brought up something thinking damn well you knew about it, just like I did with Soul. He was like, nah, man. Never seen it. Never seen it. But anyway, okay, we're back, man. Okay, but anyway, no, there's a chaos scene to where like there's so much happening in that church and they're all moving so fast, and you'll play clips of it now, just images, but it's just that chaotic. So
you mean in school, right?
No, they're in a church, and that's what I'm saying. It's not about the building. It's about the chaos that should not be going on inside this building. Like church and school separate. That's what I'm saying.
School to lean on me, church.
And 100% correct. Yes.
Yeah,
100%.
when I was a kid, I missed a lot of shit in that opening scene that was going on in school.
So did I.
The main thing I missed was I was like, oh my god, is one of the teachers supplying one of the students with drugs?
Are you talking about the guy that first comes in?
Yeah.
He's not a teacher.
He looked like he was going to class to teach.
Oh no, he has some more drugs to sell.
Oh, shit.
That's just how chaotic.
Which he was the weirdest looking.
Oh yeah, he kept looking at like, you're a narc.
Like, are you going to a business meeting or are you selling drugs?
Fucking narc, and the dude does the classic look around and stuff's like 90 oxys. And all right, man, guys, those are connections. If you found any more connections that you can think about, please let us know in the comments. And hey, if we haven't told you right now, we haven't said the S word, and it doesn't mean shit. Subscribe.
Why don't you subscribe? It'll last longer.